Next segment is Guess the Movie by the Tagline, and I'm going to put Robert in the hot seat and grill him
Oh,
tonight, folks.
I hope I do better than last time.
Oh, you're going to do fantastic.
Oh my
What was the
gosh.
last time we did?
I don't remember. I felt like I just failed. I don't even remember
I think you did
what the
okay. It
last time
was
was. Yeah, I don't know.
Christmas edition,
Was it? Okay.
which
I
is
don't
a
know.
that's a tough one to do
Yeah, maybe, but all
because there's
right.
only two kind of taglines for Christmas. It's Chevy Chase is back, or this season a miracle is going to happen, and you're
That's right.
like, Prancer?
Yeah, Chevy Chase is back for a vacation at Christmas. Wink.
Chevy Chase goes cross country in this wacky adventure. All right.
Oh
Well,
goodness.
as
All
we
right.
do with these, the first one's kind of a softball question.
Okay.
And looking at this, I don't know how obvious it is. So
Oh, okay.
if it's you want an easier one, let me know.
All right.
But I thought, okay. And the tagline is, he was never in time for his classes. Then one day, he wasn't in his time at all.
Is it Back to the Future?
Yes,
All
right
right.
out of the
Whew.
gate. So we're in 1985.
Yeah, I was 15 years old.
What a great year, a great age to be in
I was in
85.
I was in Courthouse Square about a month before that movie came out. So
Wow.
yeah, and I remember they were talking about like, and Back to the Future. I think we knew Back to the Future was coming out, and so I took some pictures or whatever. And Einstein was in the Animal Show at Universal Studios at the time because I
Oh
remember they said this dog was whatever and upcoming Back to the Future.
my God.
So I have a
It's the
picture of
best
Einstein. Yeah,
franchise that was born in the 80s, I think.
it was, and I think we've talked about. So I know my dad listens to this, but in 2015 we went to see Back to the Future, the Hollywood Bowl with a live orchestra.
Oh, Alan
So
Silvestri?
yeah, so it was like obviously anything at the Hollywood Bowl, but obviously having a live orchestra doing that, the great thing, was a huge bonus. We had front row, and then like Leah Thompson was there, and so a lot of the actors and so forth. So I got to meet some of them.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
you
That's exciting.
seeing it with an audience really made it. I forgot how funny it was.
It's funnier. It's
Yeah,
funnier.
yeah,
Yeah.
and seeing with the audience, laughing or whatever, and even knowing what the jokes were coming, but or even stuff that I didn't even now if you
Yes.
watch it, you don't even smile or chuckle, but when you get that audience participation, so
A-
it was
a-
still really funny.
any movie, whatever, for whatever reason, is funnier with an audience. But if it's a movie that's already good and is already kind of funny, it's like hilarious.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but it's just you pick up on things you don't pick up when you watch alone.
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
describe it,
or
but
just
it's
ignoring.
it's
Yeah,
amazing.
and like Back to the Future,
Like
we've all
Home
seen it.
Alone.
Yeah. Oof,
I'm just kidding.
oof. Somebody emailed me to say please do Home Alone locations. I'm like,
Can you do that? I mean, I guess you could.
I said I already. It's on my old blog.
Oh, you
I've
did,
yet
didn't
to up.
you?
Yeah, I haven't updated over to my new page because I don't think I can. And you're
Yeah,
not
you
going to
can't
get
stomach
you're
it.
you're not going to get anything except a shot of the house. And there you go.
It's like I love when you did Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, here it is. It's one picture. You're like, this is all you're getting.
It's the
I
best
don't
I could
blame you
do.
though. If I were in San Francisco doing movies, I would do what you did. I would do
Yeah,
Invasion of the Body Snatchers
yeah,
and Chinatown, not Chinatown,
yeah.
the James
I
Bond
did
one. Like,
Chinatown.
I would have
Yeah,
done other
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. There's many other things to do, but
Yeah.
anyway. All right. So is this a? I don't know. What's the theme? I guess
The theme
I'll
is
figure out the theme on the second one. So let's see.
okay. Second one, second tagline is it is everything you dreamed of. It is nothing you expect.
So are we talking 1985 movies?
Yes, sir.
Whew. Okay. You might need to repeat that one then. So
It is everything you dreamed of. It is nothing you expect.
that sounds very
And I
familiar.
gotta give a shout out to my friend Bryce, who listens to the show. This is his favorite movie of all time, and I just bought him a T-shirt with this poster on it.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I actually think this is a great movie. I'll give you a hint because it's not an obvious one. If you'd like one, Robert,
Yeah,
it's a
I
Ron
think I need
Howard
one.
film.
All right. I have to go through Ron Howard films and
Really
stuff like
cool
that. So,
movie poster, kind of a dusk setting. It's everything
um,
you dreamed of, nothing you expect.
so it's before Parenthood.
It's before Parenthood. It's got
Oh my
diabetic
gosh.
Brimley in it.
Is it Cocoon?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I was like, it felt like I was like, And because we had just been talking about Cocoon not too long ago too, but
Do you like Cocoon?
I've not watched it in forever, so I think I like it. I was thinking about it also because Barrett Oliver is in it, and he was Daryl
Yeah.
in Daryl, and he was in Cocoon and Cocoon too. But
We
I was
watched
like,
both of them Christmas
yeah,
Day. That's we had to buy both because they're not streaming
yep,
anywhere. And it's fun. Cocoon's a good movie.
yeah. Courtney Cox is a Cocoon too, is that
Yes,
right? If I
she
remember right.
is.
So yeah, so Steve Gutenberg, yeah, so
His
and
finest.
Old Wilford
There,
Wilford Brimley, who is probably I think he was like 48 or
yeah,
50. Yep.
during filming he was like 49. He had to
Yeah.
do like gray makeup.
Yeah. But
But in
even then I was like, yeah.
Cocoon 2, Jessica Tandy gets hit by a car, and my first thought was
Oh,
driving over Miss Daisy. Because instead of driving Miss Daisy, you're driving
maybe
over her.
somebody can mess but make a trailer driving over Miss Daisy's.
Cocoon 2, without giving anything away, it gets so dark really quick, but it's kind of hilarious. Like
Hmm.
the first scene, they're doing arts and crafts at an old folks' home. And the next scene, the guy's taking the rope he made and starts to try to kill himself by when he's in his closet. And you're like,
Ooh,
whoa, he doesn't die because he's a main character,
yeah.
but it gets dark so quickly, and you're like, what were they thinking with the return?
Oh my God. Well, it's the 80s.
It's the 80s, and Cocoon the Return took a cue out of Jaws 4, where they actually used original footage from the climactic sequence and used it in the
Gotcha.
second one.
Oh,
And you're like, oh, that's the same footage as the spaceship going. Okay.
that's what
So
you
yeah,
do.
1985 is the theme, sir. And
Okay.
the next tagline is a big city cop, a small country boy. They have nothing in common but a murder.
Oh my gosh. All these seem so
This is like
close.
every 80s movie in the
Uh,
world.
it's 85 because 48
85.
hours was 84, if I remember right. Is that
Which
right?
movie is 84?
48 hours?
I think you're right, but it's
Okay.
it's not 48 hours.
Okay.
Big city cop, small country boy, and they have nothing in common.
Oh, is it Witness?
It is Witness,
Okay, gotcha. I missed the boy part.
which is a good movie.
I thought it was a dual whatever or a buddy cop movie. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah,
Witness. Yeah, that was a big deal at the time.
it was a big deal. It was
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
The Amish. Um, okay,
It's
next
the
tag.
Amish's biggest hit.
Kelly, Kelly McGillis pre Top Gun is
Oh,
Sinister Adversary, Deadly Beauty.
oof.
This is kind of a tough one, so I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
It's
The
a
tagline again.
Sinister Adversary,
Okay.
Deadly Beauty. It's a film we both enjoy, we both talked about, and you've covered, and we did it on a Blind Man's Bluff.
Oh my goodness, I
We
must love it.
actually just mentioned this movie on the show. It took place in San Francisco.
Oh. Oh. Then it's not what I was thinking.
Maybe it didn't take place in San Francisco.
Maybe
Now
you
I
did. Yeah,
ruined it.
now you ruined it. So now you
It's
got me down with the San Francisco route. I don't know. I
it's
don't
a
really.
James Bond film,
Oh, gotcha. So 85 would be A View to a Kill.
and I'm thinking of The Living Daylights
Um,
that took place in San Francisco, right?
actually, no, A View to Kill did take place in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
I was going down more the
Winning.
femme. I was going down a femme fatale, uh, uh,
Oh,
murderous type thing based on the tagline.
I gotcha.
But
I
yeah,
I would have went there.
yeah. I love
Okay,
View to a Kill.
we did mention this next one on the show as well, indirectly maybe. And the tagline is when East meets West, the
Rocky
champion
Four.
remains. Yes.
Yes, that
Robert
was.
knows. That was
I
a
don't.
good,
I didn't
that was
even see that
quick
one in the theater, because I was by that time you
because
even
you knew
know
it
people are like
sucked.
it was kind of like oh were they doing this now? Yeah,
Yeah, come
but
on.
yeah.
Okay, next one is they've graduated and they're ready for life on the streets, but are the streets ready for them?
Police Academy 2.
Yes. Good
Yes,
job.
only
I
because I watched the whole series
I love
last
that
month.
you
Yeah,
you
so
got the whole box set.
and I saw that in the theater.
That is so cool.
Uh,
Okay, next one
is it?
is that is funny that you yeah, it is. I do like that you watched even the Russia one, like
Oh my God. Yeah,
Moscow.
you do. You know, if you're a completist, you got to do it.
What is it called? Moscow.
Mission to
Mission.
Mission to Moscow, I think.
No,
Yes.
because local police departments go to
Yeah,
overseas.
that's exact. Yeah.
Okay. Next tagline is good job so far. Take the oath, join the adventure.
85. Take the oath, join the adventure.
Big uh coming of age film, still holds up very well, has a big cult following.
I want to say The Last Starfighter, but
It's
hmm.
a lot of child actors in it,
Oh, is
mostly
it
child cast.
Goonies?
It is Goonies, yes.
Oh, yes. Good.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I was never a Goonies fan.
No, you've mentioned that before. I'm with
Yeah, and I
you.
think I was probably too old, at that point. And so I don't quite have that nostalgia that some
It's
people
you know
do,
what,
but yeah.
it's an okay movie, but
Yeah.
you're better off watching Ghostbusters.
Just the Speaking of it, the movie I saw, the Ghostbusters Afterlife big standee thing. I was like, oh, we're doing this. Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
When I was at the theater, they had the big Ghostbusters already getting ready to
Oh,
for the new movie. I was like, I don't know.
was it bad looking?
No, it was just a huge standee and stuff like that. I was just like, oh,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about this. Yeah.
What do you think? How do you think's gonna happen?
I think it's just going to flame out too. I don't think I
Yeah.
think this one's going to be because they went to down the nostalgia route once already, and I'm like, are people going to like? I don't need to. We're going to get the same thing. I don't know.
Well, do you want to kill the brand?
Probably, yeah. This is what we do.
Yeah, I probably
Drive the brand into the ground.
this is what we do.
Hmm.
Okay, next tagline is for over 2,000 years, Europe has survived many great disasters. Now for the real test. So and so, I'm going to leave that blank,
Okay,
and his family are coming from America.
from America.
From America.
Oh, okay. Uh, it's coming from America. Oh my gosh.
I'll give
I
you a
don't.
hint. The
Okay.
so and so that I left out
Yeah.
is the actual name of the actor is in the tagline, not the
Oh,
character.
kind of like the Chevy Chase uh is going on vacation again.
Exactly.
So
Not
two
kind of like.
kind of like it's actually so 2000 years.
For
Can we
over
be
2,000 years, Europe has survived many great disasters. Now, I don't know where that
oh, I
comes in,
see.
but
So this is European vacation.
yes. And the
Yeah,
actual
okay. That's
tagline says
okay.
Chevy Chase and
How
his
does it?
family.
Okay. So when I
Chevy
said Chevy
Chase's
Chase,
family is not coming to Europe
it
for
was
this.
actually so this is their theme, I guess. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
use Chevy Chase's name and then
Isn't that weird though? Because obviously you're promoting him on the poster with his name above the
yeah,
title, but in the tagline, it's so lazy. Like
it is,
the
because
Griswolds
even
are a family or a household name. But the
yeah,
Griswolds are coming.
I'll be
Chevy
curious
Chase's
like
family's not coming.
because I always felt like it's always Axel Foley is back, not Eddie Murphy is back. But I don't
Yeah,
know. Eddie Murphy
right.
is going back to Beverly Hills. I'm like, what? Oh, you mean his character? No.
Only three
Uh,
more months, Robert, and we will see what
um,
happens.
so I'll say I saw European Vacation in the theater too. First
That's
day.
cool.
Yes.
I like European Vacation.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of
not as
certainly
good, but
not as good, and but yeah, it has some decent laughs.
it's better than Vegas Vacation.
Oh, oof, yes.
That's a tough one,
Uh,
but good job. Next tag. Are you ready?
yep.
Next tagline is he always wanted to be special, but he never expected this.
God, that could be anything.
I'll give you a hint. The lead actor is also the lead actor in another film from this list so far.
Is it Teen Wolf then?
Yes, yes, good job.
Taking place in Nebraska, of course.
Yeah,
Uh,
I like when he comes in with the white suit and he's doing this.
um,
Teen Wolf's fun.
what's the bar? What's the liquor
Oh,
store line? I
uh,
want to buy a keg of beer.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine. Okay, next tagline is they only met once, but it changed their lives
The
forever.
Breakfast Club?
Yes. Good job.
That one, yeah. I had that poster and
Did you?
Oh yeah, and I used to draw the Breakfast Club logo, which people don't
Oh
even know
yeah.
that there is a Breakfast Club logo on the
Yeah, there
poster.
is.
Yeah.
It's on the poster on the
Yeah.
DVD, which I have.
Yeah. So but yeah, so that was, John Hughes. I mean, just John Hughes was just knocking it out of the park
Oh, it was
every
John
movie
Hughes at
there
his finest.
for a while, and we all had the soundtrack, and there was which one are you?
I still listen to the soundtrack,
Yeah,
like the actual soundtrack to it, not just
yeah.
the song. Like the whole ensemble is great.
It's funny. I was driving to Lincoln, and like Pretty in Pink was soundtrack was playing
That's a good soundtrack
in
too.
on my USB and stuff like that. So I was like, and I always think I was like, oh, and like one, it kind of brings me back because that's my era of songs, and going back to Lincoln where I went to a few years of college, my last 3 years, was kind of bringing it all back. But I always like John Hughes, especially in those first several films, always
Oh
had
yeah.
the best soundtracks.
Yes. 16 Candles is
Yeah,
good. Like the party scene, like
all
they're
of
all
them.
good.
Yeah.
16 Candles was the first DVD I've ever owned. I was like, this is it. This is the movie I'm choosing to buy for $16 or whatever it
Yes,
is.
it was a lot.
It's a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
But good job on that one.
Thank you.
Next one is this year he really is coming to town.
Is the Santa Claus the movie?
Yes, sir. Classic.
Every day of Christmas.
Every day. Christmas is the most magic days
And is it Europe is getting the 4K version before we are? I don't know, but
of
yeah,
Santa Claus.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I think they're getting a 4K version. Like, can only imagine the magic of
so
Santa
much. Ma-
Claus in 4K.
I'll get you the list, Santa. I'm gonna check it twice.
A 90-minute movie that feels like 3 hours.
It is a good movie.
Oh,
You turn me on to that.
you get some
Ne-
McDonald's and watch Santa Claus.
next, next tagline is a world full of magic, wonder, and desire.
Mm, a world full of magic, wonder,
Magic
and
is the key word, maybe
is this
of
like Dark
fantasy.
Crystal?
You're in the same vein, sir.
Okay,
You're in the same
is it
universe. Not
Labyrinth?
you're closer.
Oh, I'm getting so close.
Yes, you're burning
Ah,
up.
I'm hot, 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 hot.
It's either
Uh,
Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, Legend, or some other movie.
I didn't say Legend, so
Oh, you did it. Well, it's Legend.
is it Legend? All
What's
right.
the other movie I'm thinking? Willow is what I'm thinking
Oh
of.
well, yeah.
It's
So
like
I think
those four are all
Willow was like an
interchangeable.
87. So
Yeah.
oh, Legend.
Oh, Legend. Scary if you're a kid, kind of watching it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. I'm just
mm,
gonna do it an asterisk. This is a terrible tagline for this movie,
okay.
but I will say it's a beloved. It's a sequel of a beloved movie starring Michael Douglas. The tagline makes it
Okay.
sound like a sports movie, and it's not.
Okay. And there was a movie called Tough Guys, but I think that was 87 as well. So
Oh, okay.
you said this is a Michael Douglas film?
Yes,
Oh my gosh. And 85? I'm just
and
not
it's a
thinking.
sequel because it's a very misleading tagline. So I want to
Okay.
be fair.
I'm trying to just picture Michael Douglas in a 1985 film, and it's just nothing's kind of hitting me. And you said it's a sequel. I'm gonna have to give up on this one.
It's Jewel of the Nile,
Oh gosh.
but isn't that a
Yes.
misleading tagline?
Well, you
Kind
know
of
what?
when the
Now
tough
that you
gets
say
going.
that, that was the song lyrics.
Oh,
So
really?
that's why, yeah, I remember when going good's tough. The tough get going. Yeah. That's like,
Yeah.
oh, so it must have been kind of a hit song at the time. And that's why they were kind of building upon that. So it's interesting. I felt like I just heard something about Jewel of the Nile because they were talking about how uh they were
Really?
Kathleen Turner was kind of forced to make it, that I think she was going to be sued if she didn't, but they just knew the
Oh,
script wasn't good and they couldn't, they wanted to kind of rush it through and nobody liked it and they just kind of, they had to make it happen. And it did well, um, uh, box office wise, not as well as the first one, but it was just
no. Yeah.
one of those that was kind of pushed through that shouldn't have been.
Do you know when I was a kid, I went to camp in the summer for like 2 weeks. My parents we went to camp, and one of the movies that they let us watch at camp is like a reward for something was Jewel of the Nile. And this was in the 90s.
Yeah.
So even as a kid, I was like, what the hell kind of movie is this to play for? Like, what about Ninja Turtles? It was so weird And I remember even like I think I said something to my parents like they were like Jewel of the Nile. That's what they made you
That's what, yeah, that
not like
was
Disney or but like
Jewel of the
looking
Nile. Like,
back, that is
hey,
such a weird choice. I think some counselor just like rented it from Blockbuster and wanted to see
I'd
it. Was
say,
like Jewel of the Nile
here's
kids.
this. I didn't like it. You guys watch
Isn't
it.
that weird though for like 10-year-olds to watch?
It is, and I'm sure you remembered it though. So,
Yeah, hey.
yeah.
But
Mm.
I think the other one was like Cocktail, which was not
Oh gosh,
appropriate
that would be
for
not.
10-year-olds.
No.
Yeah, I think I was pulled out of that camp like pretty
Yeah, like
quickly.
this is what movie camp? Is that what
Yeah, right. What kind of camp? What about rowboats? Like, why are we watching movies? Movie camp. That's
uh
funny. Okay, next one is love this tagline.
oh no.
You will believe a man can ride a bike.
What? Oh, you'll believe a man can ride a bike?
Right. Not you'll believe a man can fly, which is Superman, but you'll believe a man can ride a
Oh,
bike.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
I
Also
love
saw
that
the
though.
yeah. So I remember seeing that in the theater, and we weren't. I remember it's kind of we didn't quite know. We knew a little bit about Pee-wee, but we didn't quite
Really?
get that type of filmmaking yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Because it's kind of not quite real and whatever. So, but end up being everybody ended up loving it, of
Oh
course,
yeah.
always. But yeah, so
Large March.
yeah.
You have some great pages on Pee Wee,
Mm.
the movie one. Well, yeah, a
Oh
few
yeah,
of them, but the one that I
yeah.
remember is the one from his most recent that you did, which is great.
Yeah, I need to update Pee-wee's Big Adventure because I went to the bus station uh on my last trip,
Oh,
uh
nice.
which is just outside. It's by Burbank. Used to be the airport, I think, at the time. So
Oh,
it still
okay.
kind of looks the same. But
Oh,
anyway, they were
cool.
nice enough to let me usually it's not open. But I was taking pictures and talked nice to some of the workers there, so they let me take pictures.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a win-win.
Yeah.
Good job. Yes, Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I just have two more here.
All right.
Next one is The Passion Burns Deep. Keyword is burn, I guess.
And 85? Let's see.
Yeah, it's not about firefighters or anything, but
Okay.
there is a fire element, I guess.
Not
The
thinking.
word fire's in the title.
It's not Firestarter because that was 84.
It's not fire starter.
Um, Passion Burns
I'll give you a
Deep.
hint.
Oh,
It's a Brat Pack movie.
oh my gosh. That just came up today.
Brat Pack?
St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh
Yes.
yes, yes,
We
yes,
were
yes.
just talking my sister and I were talking about St. Elmo's Fire today.
Oh really?
Yeah, we one of our her cats we used to equate to the Andrew McCarthy character. So
Oh really?
I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I'll just
Okay,
leave it at that. So, but
cool.
and we still say lines from it like
Which
so
ones?
like this is Mayor Winningham's like this is the best
Yeah,
peanut butter and jelly sandwich I've ever had. Like stupid stuff. Uh
I know some of the lines in there though are great.
Kirby, like it's just and even back then, no, it's
Oh,
I always knew he was a Republican. Um
I always knew he was Republican.
and it was it's one of those even the
Who did
time
St. Elmo's Fire? It wasn't John Hughes.
no oh Batman Forever
Oh
Joel
yeah,
Schumacher. Yeah.
Schumacher did it.
Yeah.
That's
And so
right.
that's why it's kind of it's like and that's why it's typical Schumacher kind of glossed up version of post college,
Yeah,
East Coast kids. And obviously,
he
the
passed
soundtrack
away,
would
right?
yeah, he did. So anytime, they'd have scene transition that would, that theme would kick in and so forth. So even at the time it felt like a little overdone, but
A little bit, yeah.
yeah.
I like that you
Yeah.
saw it in the theater though.
Yeah. So but yeah, it was St. Elmo's Fire. Like want to be cool,
Yeah, of course.
see what we're gonna be doing after
It's a
college.
hangout.
Is this what we're gonna be doing?
Where did it take place? DC, right?
Yeah, so because there's a
Yeah.
lot in Georgetown that is supposed to take place. Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, 1985, it's about life. It's about love. It's about us.
Ooh, 85.
This is a period piece, which I believe was just, I know it became a play. I think it was just remade,
Really?
but
Okay.
it is a historical period piece about oppression of
Life
African
of
Americans.
Us. Oh, Color Purple?
Yes, Color
Yes.
Purple.